Hello gamers, today I'll be talking about the top 5 support towers in Tower Defense Simulator. Note that this does not include the farm. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's begin. First up at number 5, we have the Sledger. The Sledger is a very supportive and powerful tower at the same time. Being a combination of the Gladiator and the Freezer, the Sledger can apply freeze to a maximum of 4 enemies. This tower is very optimal combined with a high DPS tower like the Golden Minigunner, Engineer, Turret, or Accelerator, as the Sledger can freeze 4 enemies in range for up to 2 seconds, making these enemies vulnerable to your main DPS towers, especially Templar and the tank. The Sledger is normally used as a support or sub-DPS tower as it has very high total damage. Average damage dealt by a Sledger per game would be around 10 to 15k. A lot of people use the Sledger as a sub-DPS tower as well. A huge downside to the Sledger is no hidden detection. So yeah, a very supportive tower featuring high damage per swing, relatively cheap price, area damage, and most importantly, applies freeze effect to enemies for 2 seconds. Now at number 4 we have the Warden. The Warden is a relatively new tower introduced to TDS. Similar to the Sledger, the Warden can stun just with a different mechanism. The Warden also features a shield with mags working similar to that of the Engineer sentries and can block stuns. I placed the Warden in front of the Sledger because the Warden has hidden detection, lead penetration, and higher DPS, fire rate, range, and damage. Very powerful support and sub-DPS tower. At number 3 we have the Commander. The Commander is required for all events and Fallen speedrun as it increases your tower's fire rate. A very popular strategy people like to use with the Commander is chaining its call to arms ability, giving all towers in range a constant fire rate increase. Its ability is especially useful to main DPS towers, a very good support and teamplay tower. However, I would not recommend only bringing the Engineer as your main DPS tower as its sentries cannot be affected by the Commander. This tower is especially useful when you don't have enough DPS. It will buff your tower's fire rate so that you can have more DPS. Next up at number 2 we have the DJ booth. It is regarded as one of the best towers as it gives you an exclusive discount to upgrade price and 35% range increase when maxed. This allows you to upgrade your towers faster and save a lot of money. I placed this tower in front of the Commander because the Commander is not really necessary if you have enough DPS. However, you would lose a lot of cash if you didn't have the DJ booth, and you would lose your 35% range increase, which is very vital because of the Accelerator's charge up time. Just like the Commander, the DJ booth does not apply its range increase to the Engineer's sentries, but it does give the Engineer an upgrade discount, so it is completely fine if you only have the Engineer as the main DPS tower. Now at number 1 we have the Golden Cowboy. The Golden Cowboy is a very popular tower after the Cowboy rework as it has decent damage and brings a lot of cash. It is relatively popular as it actually generates more cash than the farm. With the Commander you can generate even more cash. I was able to solo Polluted Wasteland until wave 22 as the amalgamation approaches. As you can see, it handles early defense pretty well as well. I place it first because cash and defense are the key to winning. The Golden Cowboy packs both cash generation and very good defense. You can replace it with the farm and another early defense tower, leaving you one more slot for another sub DPS tower, giving you more chance of winning. So overall, a very good tower, pretty good defense, and very good cash generation. Once more, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.